Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for James Conner. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rudolph now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there at 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A give running right is Conner. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Third and 2, Rudolph. That's complete to his running back, Conner. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Again, it's Rudolph. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Rudolph going to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready? 70, Indy. 55. 5.
Here we go. Check.
Blue draw corpus.
Check. 55 to Mike. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
Oh, yeah.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
2nd and 6. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Okay, ready?
55. Check. 55. Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Six, pull it high. Let go.
Now Rudolph on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Wahoo. 2.
Here's Rudolph off play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go, go.
36, line 36. Rip left, rip.
Yep.
Second and 10, Rudolph again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Joe Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Alpha.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Get it.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Slam. Switch.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Haywood.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready. 50, plant.
54.
Fire.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
61, matchbox lights. Hey!
Motion. 55's Mike.
Be crippled.
They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Strong right. 4 down. Alert.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, Echo.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Here we go. Hey.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Mike 50. Bring it.
Topper.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Ready.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Ready.
Hey, team 6. Ready.
2nd and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Watch the screen.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Check pass.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rudolph. Ebron caught left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
3 yards on that last run. So here is 2nd and 7 from the 28.
All day, dog.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down. Rudolph. Ebron with it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready?
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struck. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Five.
55 to Mike.
Now back to throw. He's got Green. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Set, ready? 18 Gators.
55, Mike. Down to lose one. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check three. Check three.
Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
55's my guy, 55. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. I got go.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, check right. Check right. Watch it. Now.
They'll drop to throw. And Stills bringing it in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Let's go, D.
Go. Protein spill. Ready.
They'll run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. It's a party now.
Hey, Delta. Right on.
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. This is Johnson. He's got it. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
6-6. Pull it high.
A gain of 21 yards.
Rudolph on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
Ready.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, Alpha.
50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got one. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey, Haywood. Defense.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go.
Again, it's Rudolph. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on, QB, come on.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Get him.
Bravo.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
61, matchbox right. Hey, Echo.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
3 buzz.
Let's go.
Now Rudolph off on first down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
To throw again on second down. Rudolph. High throw, but the catch is made. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Rudolph looking to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll drop to throw. It's complete. Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Joker, 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 joker.
Yep.
Motion, motion.
Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Check 26, check 26.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
On the ready.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Rush in, rush in.
On first down, Mixon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
Safety. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Look. Squeeze. Shoot.
On third down, Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cincinnati, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.